First carry for Josh Jacobs. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On play action. Love to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry here for Ken Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Back to throw, Smith. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now Geno. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down. Throwing. Love. Out to the left here to Reed. And it'll be a big hit at the end of this one, but it's also a big play as he's able to hang on to the football. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6, and the Packer first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key word.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Now Smith. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Smith on third down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Off of play action, here's Smith. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
From the gun, here's Smith. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Geno. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Love now on 2nd down.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go, set. Black 40.
First down, Love to pass.
Able to find his man, Kraft.
Touchdown, Packers!
Tucker Kraft.
40 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And now Smith going to change the play. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 8 and a first down. Now it's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Smith.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, it's Smith. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Here's Walker.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
DK Metcalf
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. And
it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He sets to fire deep, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. Geno now to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Smith on first down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Walker. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second down, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Jordan Love ready on first down here. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown. Christian Watson, 26 yards. And the Packers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And that takes us from second to third down. Now Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw? Breakout on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Warrior 70. 56 is the mark. Watch the out. Watch the out.
They snap it to Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Throwing again is Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Here's a diving catch right side. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Reaching up for it, and he's got it. DK Metcalf, high in the air to bring it in. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a second down throw for Love here. Quick slant to Watson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. To the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 20! 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap the...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st and 10, Smith. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To the air again, Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Packers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. To throw is Smith. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Here's Smith. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Smith throwing again. Finding Walker, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Geno's going to throw. They'll roll him out right. but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Love now to pass on first down. That's taken. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
10 cycles. You yellow. He's crossing. He's checking cross.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. And he is going to lose yardage here.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The kick by McManus is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is 1st and 10. Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
And they can only stop it once more. Here's 1st and 10. Smith to throw.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lloyd.
And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
Love looking to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
That was an excellent comeback.